Hey guys, welcome back to Top Tipper Betting Tips. I trust you're having a fantastic start to your weekend and you're looking forward to the racing out at Turffontein on Saturday and Greyville on Sunday. I'm going to hand you over to the postman that's going to be tipping out at Turffontein. So here's the postman.
Yeah, good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, no matter where in the world you guys are. Racing comes to us on Saturday, the 8th of October from Turffontein. And guys, remember, we're on the inner track. Thursday, I was really disappointed. The Boertus Foster Yard let us down. We managed to get out of jail with the second jackpot. However, the card for Saturday, I really like this card, and we are certainly going to get involved. Guys, there are 9 races carded. First race due off at 12:05. This is a maiden plate to be run over 2,000 meters. Going through here, my narrow first selection is horse number 4. This is Sky Jet. Last 2 runs improved very, very nicely. Last time out, only 1 length behind African Torrent. Went off at 11-2. Caden Brewer retains a ride here for the Alec Laird yard, and I do think that this one will go pretty close. However, I do think there's a couple of value bets in this race. My second selection is horse number 3, Alphatic. This is Randall Simons for the De Kock yard. Has had 1 run over 1,400 meters. Mark has pushed this one straight up to 2,000 meters. Currently round about 7-1. I honestly think this is a nice little each way bet, and we're going to include this in swingers and exactors. For third, another one here, and we look carefully at this horse 7, Labicio. This is Tyron Zaki's inmate, third last time out, 4.5 lengths behind Trident King. But we go and we look here, this is a definite jockey strike. Richard Ferree getting the ride here. We go back and we look at the form. Like as I said, 4.5 lengths last time out, has run 3.5 lengths behind Tambi. But there's no jockey of the caliber of Richard. Round about 9-10-1. Again, our play at Top Tipper, we're going to take swingers here. We're going to go 1, 3, 4, and 7. We're going to box that around. We're going to take trifectas. And I really, again, think 10-1. Wow, one can't get burnt there. For fourth, we have gone for the 1, Atlantic City. This has had many opportunities. And again, good enough for the back end of trifectas and quartets. So the first race, guys, 4, 3, 7, and 1. And again, we're just watching the betting on 3 and 7. And as I said, we're going to throw this one in trifectas and quartets. We'll move on to the second race on the card. First leg of our bipart, due off at 12:40. This is a middle stakes over 2,600 meters. 8 horses carded. And when we go through here, my first selection and one of my value bets will be horse number 1, Sudden Star. I'm hoping that the Boertus Forster Yard don't let us down again. Pierre Stradum takes a ride again. Last time out was a decent effort, over 1,600 meters. But when we go back, we look at some of the previous form. Ran behind Double Mint in a feature race at Kenilworth, 2,500 meters, 2 lengths. Ran in the J&B Stayers, 2,800 meters. Finished 2.5 lengths to Sparkling Water, carrying 60 kilos. There is no Sparkling Water in this race, guys. And again, I really think that 5-1 is great value. For second, we have gone for horse number 5. This is Great Affair. Currently around about 11-2. Again, I think that distance will be all right here. It has run second before, over 2,400 meters at Scottsville. Please take note, guys, Muzieni is not riding. I know that Keegan DeMello has got aboard this one. And again, this is from the Boertus Forster Yard. Please, Lord, let the yard keep us going. As I said, they let us down on Thursday. For third, I've thrown in horse number 7, Arlington Action. This one's done nothing wrong. Last time out, we had this one and it beat White Fang at 5-1. carrying a nice low mass of 52, certainly can be there and thereabouts. And for fourth, we have gone for 2 White Fang. Diego de Gavea for the Aussie yard, and again certainly can go close. So race 2, 1, 5, 7, 2, and we think the Buertus Forster yard is the yard to follow in this race, and we have gone for one as nice value round about 5 to 1. We move on to the third race on the card. First leg of our place accumulator, draw off at 13.15, a middle stakes over 1,000 meters. And guys, in this race here, we find the second of my value bets. I think that horse number 3, Rosara, round about 7 to 1, Ryan Munger for Ashley Fortune. I really think that this one is decent value and is our first selection. For second, I've gone for horse number 6, Torquenaut, JP van der Merwe for the Magna yard. Last time out was a really good run behind Mover and Shaker, considering it was drawn 10 out of 14. This one has a decent draw of 5 and can certainly be there when the whips are cracking. For third, we have gone for the 5, Ifiko. This is Mike de Kock. Again, please take note, Muzi is not riding. I don't know who the jockey is going to be. This has won 3 in a row, beat Greens very easily last time. And again, certainly worth inclusion if you're taking exotics. For fourth, guys, we've gone for the 7. This is Chayavana. Keegan DeMello getting the ride here for the Johan Janse van Vuren yard. Had a decent effort last time out, just under 1.5 lengths behind Big Eyed Girl. And again, certainly worth back end of trifectas and quartets. So race 3, 3, 6, 5, and 7. And I do think 7 to 1, Rosaria, very nice value. Fourth race on the card, very nice race. This is Joff at 13.50, 9 runners carded. It's a progress plate over 1,450 meters. And my first selection here is horse number 2, Arari Gold. Again, we look at this 9 to 2. One can't get burnt here, man. I do think that this is a way above average short. Beat Feather Boa last time out by nearly a length. I think that Cabello Matsiana has been carded to ride this one. He's taken the place of Muzi. And I really think that this is a decent bet at 9 to 2. We certainly, as I said earlier on, going to get involved in the card. For second, I've gone for horse number 4, Rock the Fox. Calvin Habib for the Terry yard. Last time I really unlucky. Short head behind Canadian Summer, 25 to 1. Was drawn 11 out of 14. So that was an absolute cracker of a run. Again, taking pick sixes, can't leave this one out. For third, we have gone for horse number 3. And this is none other. This is Craig Zaki for the Hoodalakis yard. Again, we go and look, has run to some really decent sorts. Last time out, 5.5 lengths behind Canadian Summer. I think it's a lot better than that. I think the 1450 will suit this one even better than the 1600 meters. And again, if you're taking pick sixes, guys, don't leave out. For fourth, I have gone for the current favorite. This is horse number 1, Captain Peg. 3 runs, 3 wins. Nobody can argue about that. I do think it's run to a lot less quality than it's meeting. But again, all you can do is win. I see they've put the Appy Sasiba overboard to claim his 4 kilos. And again, for me, worth throwing in back in of trifectas and quartets. So race 4, 2, 4, 3, and 1. And I'm really looking forward to this race. Fifth race on the card, you're off at 14.25. And in this event, it's a 1,450 meters progress plate. My first selection here is horse number 2. This is Profit. Again, very nice sort, this one. Marco van Rensburg getting the ride here for Corne Spiss. Second last time out under the hands of Marco. We go back and look. 3.5 lengths to Cousin Casey. 1.5 lengths to Cousin Casey. These are really, really good runs. I know how good Cousin Casey is, and I know that the Cotton Yard rate this one very, very highly. And I do think that this is a good each way bet. It's round about 4-1 again, guys. One can't get burnt with those prices. For second, I have gone for horse number 9, Bless My Stars. Calvin a bit for the Terrier Yard. Very, very, very good sort, this one. Last time out, finished third in the Tikweni Stakes at Greyville. Under half a length behind Canadian Summer. The yard rate this one very, very highly. And again, can't be left out of any permutations. For third, we've gone for horse number 1, Quantum Theory. Robbie Sage. Don't know who's riding it. Again, look at that. 2.5 lengths behind Cousin Casey. Wow. You know, this is really, really, really good form. For fourth, we've gone for the 3, Laguna Verde. Again, who's he running to? Cousin Casey, Quantum Theory. So in the 5th race, guys, I think you need to put all of them in there. I think 2, 9, 1, and 3. If you take exotics, put the whole lot. 6th race on the card, due off at 1800 hours, merit rated 80 handicap. My apologies. 6th race due off at 1500 hours, merit rated 80 handicap over 1800 meters. I think this is quite an open event. Put in as many as the budget would allow. My narrow first selection, guards, is horse number 8, Fire Lord. Keegan DeMello for the Cock Yard. I see Keegan's riding for his sponsors, Kaya Stables. Has 1-2 on the trot and certainly worth throwing in here. For second, I have gone for horse number 9. This is Romeo's Magic. Romeo's Magic won last time out, beating 5th of July. Marco van Rensburg gets a ride here, or retains a ride. Must be included in everything. For third, I have gone for horse number 4, and this is Twin Turbo. I see Richard Faris getting the ride here, must be included in everything here. And for fourth, we've gone for horse number 5, Tabua. So please take note that our selections here are 8, 9, 4, and 5. Very, very open, guys. Throw in 6 for larger perms. Put in as many as the budget will allow. Move on to race 7. And in the 7th race, this is due off at 1535. Pinnacle Stakes over 1600 meters. Again, very, very, very nice race. My first selection here is horse number 3, Super Silvano. Louis Ngola for the Crawford Yard. I think that 5-1 again, we cannot get burnt. For second, I've gone for horse number 8, Perfect Witness. This is for the Dawson Yard. Really, really good form. Must be thrown into all permutations. Just check for jockey aboard that one. For third, I have gone for the 1 Asterix. I think that 1600 meters is suit to this one better than the 2200 meters and the 1800 meters. Randall Simons gets the ride here. Again, worthy inclusion. For fourth, I have gone for the 7, Out of Darkness. Keegan DeMello for the Johan Janssen van Vuren Yard. Keegan does get the choice of rides, but I still prefer Asterix on the day. In race 7, 3, 8, 1, 7. Again, I think include all 4. We'll move on to race 8, guys. Due off at 16:10. This is a merit rated 98 handicap for the girls to be run over 1600 meters. Again, another really, really good race. My first selection here is horse 6, Magical Flight. Cabello Mazziani getting the ride for the Terrier Yard. This beat Tabby Cat last time out by 2.5 lengths. And again, a worthy inclusion in all exotics. For second, we've gone for horse 5, Peyton's Tears. Again, another really, really decent sort. For the Hudalarcus Yard, not sure who's riding, so just check for the jockey chains there. And again, 9-2 must be included. For third, gone for the ultra consistent horse number 2, Hollywood Bound. Randall Simons getting the ride here for the Magna Yard, and again, should be included. For fourth, we've gone for the 3, Mike's Chick. Keegan DeMello for the De Cock Yard. Again, Keegan riding for the Kaya Stables. worth including in larger perms. So race 8, 6, 5, 2 and 3. In race number 9, guys, the lucky last, you're off at 1645. This is a merit-rated 76 handicap, again for the girls, to be run over 1600 meters. My first selection here is horse number 6, Strange Magic. Keegan DeMello for Candace Dawson. Last time out under the hands of Keegan, this one really easily by 4.5 lengths. I think this is a above average sort. Again, 72, 4-1, can't get burnt. For second, gone for a nice rough here, horse number 8, Cerulean Dancer. This is for the Broncos yard. I do think that reverting back to the 1600 meters, I think will suit this one down to the ground. Nicely drawn at 2. Light mass of 52, 25-1. Certainly going to get thrown in all my bets. For third, we've gone for the 5. This is Twice as Wild. Caden Brewer getting the ride here for the Maroon yard. Nice run last time out, finishing second behind Call Me Master. And again, a worthy inclusion. For fourth, gone for a little bit of a roughie again. Horse number 9, Gilded Grey. Marco van Rensburg for the Broncos yard. Has some average form, but again, worth throwing in back end of trifectas and quartets. Guys, before I sign off, please again just take note, Muzi is not riding, so check for jockey changes there, check for scratchings, check for betting on any first timers. I do like the card. I think if we follow the selections, I think we'll do all right tomorrow. Guys, take it easy, look after yourself. Stevie, back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks for that, the postman. I see you tipped a 9-race program. Your normal barpot, PA, jackpot 1, jackpot 2, and you got a best bet with fantastic value and 2 value bets. Don't forget to listen to Lady Leah across the card double for Saturday on to Sunday. And yeah, boys, stay tuned. Our baby's running on Sunday, Harley's Fate. She's working very well at home, and yeah, we think that she's going to run a credible race. So just stand by for what we tell you with regards to her, and we'll let you know if you can have an each way bet or not. So all in all, enjoy, have fun, break a leg, and cheers for now.